Good morning, Las Vegas. Oh, what a glorious city of sin you are. I think we're going to try to hop aboard the Highroller today. That is that Ferris wheel you're seeing right now. Supposedly the largest Ferris wheel in the entire world. So yes, it is our final day here in Las Vegas. And I did want to remind you, that doesn't mean this at the end of the Las Vegas videos. Over this past week and a half that I have been spending in Vegas, I have been very, very busy. I have been filming all sorts of cool attractions. Now, I've shown some attractions here in these daily videos, but I've also been filming some larger attractions that I wanted to give their own video. Attractions I believe deserve their own video. And those will be coming out in the upcoming days. So please make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you'd like to see those, so you know that they're coming out in the days and weeks moving forward. But yeah, today, our last day in Las Vegas, our last hotel. We've stayed at a different hotel every day for the last week and a half. And it's been an amazing experience here in Las Vegas. There's so much to do. You know, at first you think maybe a lot of the attractions are gone here in Vegas. A lot of, you know, the family-friendly attractions have been eliminated, but I've found there is a lot to do. And, you know, there's some things that I planned to do and still had not had a chance to fit into this crazy schedule. There's just so much. You got to peel back a layer. There's this big casino covering of Las Vegas, but you dig a little deeper, there's all sorts of cool little attractions hidden within. So we will be hitting a few things today and checking into our final hotel here in a little bit. So please follow me.
Before we leave Bally's, there's one thing I did want to check out. They have Twilight Zone Monster Mini Golf, which just sounds amazing. We're walking through this door right here. I guess we're entering the Twilight Zone. There's these books all over serving as obstacles. Check out this giant eyeball right there. That's pretty disturbing. My name's Talking Tina, and I don't like you. In my opinion, the very best episode of the Twilight Zone, It's a Good Life. It's good that you did that. It's good that you turned him into a jack-in-the-box. I don't know that I've seen this episode. Has anyone seen this? Little alien with little eye stalks. Not familiar with this guy either. It looks amazing. This two-headed alien right here. Oh my gosh, look at this. Spaceman with an eyeball for a head. These guys right here in the episode, they're portrayed as being tiny little spacemen that were attacking this woman, but in the end it turned out that they were from Earth in a spaceship, and she was actually the giant alien trying to kill them. Okay, now it makes sense. That's where all the books were from. This man loved reading books and was so happy when the world ended and he was the last man on Earth, because he could just read books all day. But then he broke his glasses and was doomed to spend the rest of eternity not reading books. By the way, spoiler alert, I feel like I'm just blowing all the twist endings. But I mean, it's decades old, so you've all seen it, right? Oh no, To Serve Man is a cookbook. Check out this big monster right here. This is so good, I love this. Remember seeing this episode when I was very young and not sleeping for 3 years afterwards. Over here we have a Ventriloquist dummy. This is the final hole here. This machine, this question and answer machine that's possessed by the devil. The shopping area in front of Bally's. Kind of looking for something to eat for lunch. Here's the It's Sugar Store, a store that sells only sugar in candy form. You can see there's a showgirl in the window and her outfit is made completely out of candy. Looks like she has a jelly bean and rock candy bra. Looks like they have some Easter candy for sale. Get yourself a nice Easter basket here in Las Vegas. The nerd display has these giant nerd characters. They appear to be made out of candy as well. Here we got Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe made out of jelly beans. You can sit next to this Jelly Belly here in front of the famous "Welcome to Fabulous It's Sugar" sign. We're gonna eat some lunch here at Dirt Dog. Possibly not the most appetizing name, but I've heard good things. See, they have all these specialty hot dogs, the patty melt dog, the pastrami dogs. This stuff looks so good. So it was a really hard decision. I wanted to try all the hot dogs because they all looked amazing. But this is what we've settled on. We got the house dog. It said it had some green chili spread, but it looks like it's got all sorts of sauces squirted on it. These look a little messy. And then this is an elote dog. It's got all the fixings of Mexican street corn, even a lime there. So, man, this looks good.
All right, let's dig in. I'm gonna take my coat off. Gotta prepare for this. This is not going to be a simple task. These hot dogs are on lobster roll buns, so that's, oh, they're toasted. Looks nice and tasty. Let me just go for it here. So many sauces. Oh, it's so delicious. That's so tasty. Let's try the elote dog here. Again, it's got like cheese, mayonnaise, paprika, all the fixings of Mexican street corn. Love Mexican street corn. Love hot dogs. It's a match made in heaven, I think. It's two wonderful flavors mixed together. It's like when they first discovered peanut butter and chocolate went well together. Hot dogs and Mexican street corn, perfect.
Now, from what I've heard, the Ferris wheel does not open until 4, but I can see that it is still rotating, so I don't know if I'm wrong or it just rotates all the time. So tonight, for our final hotel room here in Las Vegas, we are going to be staying in Paris. Seems in Las Vegas, no matter where you stay, you're also staying somewhere else. Like you may be in Las Vegas, but you're also in New York, or maybe Venice, Italy. But tonight, we will be in Paris. You can see that iconic hot air balloon out in front, and their replica of the Eiffel Tower. Of the hot air balloon, and then the basket is commercials. Yeah, why even bother traveling to the rest of the world when you can come here to Las Vegas and see everything at once? And over there in front of the parking lot, there is a replica of the Arc de Triomphe. Just need to walk under the Eiffel Tower to enter Le Casino. You can see the actual feet of the tower actually come in through the casino roof and plant themselves in the casino here. There's the other leg over there. Of course, if you get homesick while staying here in Paris, you can stop at Cafe Americano and get yourself some American cuisine. It's like strolling down the streets of Paris. I've never been to Paris, so I don't know what it looks like, but probably like this, right? Looks like this store over here sells shoes. Here we have a statue of this gentleman cleaning up a horrific pile of trash. And I love this. I think there should be more statues dedicated to the people that allow us all to have a good time and enjoy ourselves, and do so in a world that's not completely covered in trash. So I salute you, all the men and women who help us keep this world clean. And imagine in Vegas, there's a lot of people who pick up a lot of trash. Checking into our room. All right, I paid an extra $10 for what is called an Eiffel Tower view, so we'll see what that looks like. All right, and here we go with our final Las Vegas hotel room reveal. Oh, check out these beds here. Oh, yeah, we got this French painting, so definitely keeping with the theme. Here's my editing station. Little mirror there, and the curtains. It looks like it's bright outside, but let's see our Eiffel Tower view. Oh, there we go. It's a little sunny in our, sun in our eyes, but yes, a beautiful view of the Eiffel Tower. Also, you can see the swimming pool down there. People are swimming, so the swimming pools are open here. TV is in this wonderful cabinet here. So yeah, this is a very nice room. Here is our bathroom. We got the mirror there. Hello. I guess I could take my mask off because I'm by myself. You know, sometimes wearing the mask now, it's become second nature where you almost forget to take it off. It was not like that at the beginning. I couldn't wait to get it off at the beginning of all of this. But yeah, everything was very nice. And here we have a picture of the Eiffel Tower. Love the commitment to the theme there. Not entirely sure why there's a wastebasket on top of the toilet, but minor issue. And then we got the stand-up shower next to the bathtub here. So both a bathtub and a shower. And check out this. For the first time, all these Las Vegas hotel rooms, we have a refrigerator. All right, so I think I guess it's time. This is the final hotel room of this trip, so I think we should maybe kind of see where things stack up. A lot of people have asked about the prices of the hotels. I've not really kept track of how much each one was. Kind of, these are all fall in the probably $60 to $80 range, maybe some of them edging up near $90. So between $60 and $90 is what I'm paying every night. And of course, in Vegas, you have the infamous resort fee. So some of these hotels were listed for very cheap online. You see them like $35, I think down to maybe like even $25 a night. But then you get like a resort fee tacked on, which can be from anywhere between $35 to $45. It's kind of stupid, because really you should just say how much a hotel room costs. They just use a resort fee as a way to advertise the hotel as being a lot cheaper than it really is. So this, I think this definitely ranks up there with one of the top rooms I've stayed in. I think this and the top three rooms are probably this with this and Bally's and Luxor, probably the top three rooms as far as just nice rooms. They're probably the three that I would really say are just nice hotel rooms. The view here is probably the best with the Eiffel Tower view. I can't wait to see that at night. That'll probably look really, really neat. And Bally's had a nice view, but I did pay extra for those. I think I paid about $10 extra for those views. Definitely, I would definitely say, you know, it's worth it. Nice. It's really cool having that nice view of the strip. So you can pay just a little extra and get that nice view. I do like how this room commits to the theme. That definitely has the Paris feel in the room, which is one of my complaints early on, was that the rooms did not really have that theming that entered into the room. The only two rooms that kept to that theme were the Luxor and here at Paris. So I'll go out on a limb here
and say, because the Luxor and Paris both had theming incorporated into the room, and they're both very nice rooms. Bali had a very nice room, but no theming, so we'll throw that out of the equation. So I guess the best rooms would be between here and the Luxor, and I think the view here beats out the Luxor view. The Luxor, I was a little disappointed I was in the auxiliary tower, not the main pyramid. So I think just from my personal experiences, this is probably the nicest room I've been in. Bally's may have been a little nicer of a room, but the theming here is so much nicer than Bally's, and the view is nicer. Even though Bally's did have a good view. Circus, Gold Nugget, Excalibur, those rooms definitely showed their age. And what else? Am I forgetting any? You know, Stratosphere, New York, both decent, but low on theme. Just nothing really stands out. I can barely remember what the room at the Stratosphere looked like. I can barely remember what the room from New York looked like. Maybe that's a good thing, because there wasn't anything wrong with it. The Gold Nugget had that dirty towel, which was probably a big no-no to leave a dirty towel in a room. And then the Stratosphere, of course, originally had another person in the room, which that's an even bigger no-no. I've had a lot of people ask, like, if they offered anything to make up for it. They did not, but I'm not like upset about it. I think it was an accident. I think it was a miscommunication. I think it's probably very easy to make that mistake. It sounded like maybe someone had just stayed in the room longer than they were supposed to. Maybe housekeeping, wires got crossed. Housekeeping didn't make that to the front desk somehow. So I'm not the one to ask for free stuff in a hotel. I don't demand that this be made right. I just want what I paid for, and they fixed the problem. So that was good for me.
You can actually see across the street at the Bellagio, they have their fountain show going on. Oh, look at that. Water shoots up taller than the actual building. So apparently they do a show every half hour. So why don't we go down to the street and see if we can watch the next show from ground level. Oh wow, look at that. Alright, so we've come down to street level. We're out here in front of the Bellagio, and the water show or fountain show should start in just a moment. Oh, hear that? It's fireworks. Oh, look at that. So cool. So it looks like we entered the Flamingo Casino in order to get to the Highroller Ferris wheel. And look at this, at the Flamingo Casino, they have flamingos. Nice, on brand. There's actually a nice little reprieve from the Vegas Strip in here. You can see the flamingos here flanking the sides of this entrance to the Flamingo Hotel. The shop right here is called I Love Sugar. I don't know what it is with Vegas and giant candy stores, but look at this display right there. That is insane. I guess these are candy superheroes. Is that okay? GM must be Gummy Man. I think he's made out of rock candy. Who's this woman right here with the laser gun? And look at this guy here, made out of jawbreakers. He'll break your jaw. Then what is there, like some sort of octopus monster made out of licorice? That looks like the guy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And here it is, the Highroller, the world's largest Ferris wheel, 550 feet off the ground. Hello.
half price ride, okay?
Okay. Oh, look at this enormous pod right here. These are really spectacular looking. So apparently the Highroller does prescribe to the old Ferris wheel no single rider rule. But I still will be able to ride. I just need to find some strangers to stick me in a pod with. All right, here we go. Step onto the moving platform and we're there. And we are sealed. We are sealed inside the Highroller. We do have two other people in here with me, but there's plenty of room. They said that I guess the reason is it's a 30 minute ride all the way around to the top and back. So they said that there could be a medical emergency in those 30 minutes, so fair enough. You can see the other pods there ascending into the sky. They did say some of the pods actually have their own bar inside of them, but I didn't spring for that package. You can see that's one of the feet, that's like the back leg of the Highroller. And looking up, you can kind of see the full rotation there. Tried to hop on right at sunset, so hopefully we'll get some good views. This is the side of the wheel opposite the strip, so you can kind of see how Las Vegas sort of evaporates into the desert there. It's pretty cool. It's actually really gorgeous. There's a complete 360-degree view in this pod. Over there you can see Trump Tower and Treasure Island right there. And then the Mirage. See the Bellagio right there next to Caesar's Palace. And that's where we're staying tonight. The Paris Las Vegas Hotel. You can see the Eiffel Tower out there in front. Now let's just take in this view here for a moment. All the bright lights. Look at that. You can see these pods here just about reach the top. We're going to be there in just a moment. Over there's the Las Vegas airport. That's where we'll be leaving from tomorrow. It's just about to the top here. You can see that pod starting to move downward.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, you made it to the top.
Yeah, quite a view here. We're at 550 feet. You can see all the way over there to the Luxor. You see New York, right there. Oh, I can see the Excalibur. I think we can see almost every hotel we've stayed at. Oh yeah, you can see the top of the stratosphere poking out right there. Oh, what a city you are. You crazy, wacky city of sin. There's Ellis Island, where I ate that wonderful piece of prime rib. There's Bally's right there. That's where I stayed last night. You see the lights flickering there on the Eiffel Tower. Thank you. All right, guess we should find ourselves some dinner. This is Virgil's Barbecue. Let's find out what Las Vegas barbecue tastes like. All right, so I got some brisket and ribs here, along with some potato salad and baked beans. All right, let's try these ribs. Piece of brisket there, looks nice and fatty like it's supposed to. Some good brisket. So very good plate of barbecue here in Las Vegas. I actually had some green chilies in the baked beans that were super good. Let's check out our nighttime view from our hotel room. So pretty nice. A nice view of that Eiffel Tower. You can just hear the strip thumping. Oh, you can see the towers sparkling. Oh, transforming colors. Switching between red, white, and blue. Oh, and there goes the Bellagio. Check it out. Wanted to thank every one of you for accompanying me on this magical trip to Las Vegas. And I do want to remind you, this trip is not over, because there will be some more videos coming out from some very cool attractions that I filmed at while I was here. And also I go do live streams. I try to do them 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursdays. So come by and say hello if you don't mind. And yeah, I appreciate it. I thank every one of you for this trip. It has been amazing. It has been long. It has been arduous. It has been exhausting, but very rewarding at the same time. So thank you for all the positive feedback, and thank you for following along with me on this adventure. Yeah, until next time, this one's in the bag.